Yesterday evening, the novices gathered at the water pavilion for nampana and pesacha, or food with medicinal property. Then Phra Ajahn divided the novices into groups to do social service activity. Some swept the ground, while others cleaned the Upasata hall. The wind and the clouds brought a drizzling rain, providing cool weather for the evening chant.
Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life.
After the evening chant, Phra Ajahn had the novices do a sitting meditation in order to be calm for tonight's upcoming lesson. Last night, the novices were allowed to meet Phra Ajahn Pasano, the abbot of Apayakiri Buddhist Monastery, whose preceptors are Ajahn Chah, Phra Ajahn Gewali, and other Phra Ajahn from Wat Ba Naana Chat. The novices paid homage to the Phra Ajahn. Phra Ajahn asked the novices about their lives and had them review the lessons from the past 3 weeks.
The first week was to learn, second week was to live, third was to love. This week is to let go.
Phra Ajahn allowed the novices to ponder and have Dhamma discussions about the meaning of let go. Then the novices shared their thoughts with Phra Ajahn.
Do you understand what the word let go means?
Let go is to know that everything comes and goes. Nothing is permanent, and to learn not to be stick with something and know how to let things go.
So like you have a habit that you like do too much of it, like you like for example you kept that for like a lot of days and years and
yeah, go ahead.
And then you're like, and then he would tell you, let go of it, it's so old, and you're like, no, you have to let go of it because nothing is permanent.
Okay, very good.
Phra Ajahn explained the meaning of let go and also provided an example for a better understanding.
There's many, when we say let go, it's not just one thing. So it's like and it's also one of the things that's important in Buddha's practice. There's a way of gauging or knowing if something is doing it in the proper way or right way, because sometimes you can say let go. Okay, I'm going to let go. Like your teachers ask you to do some homework, and you say, oh, I'm just going to let go, and then don't bother to do the homework. That's not very good. You have to pay attention to, am I letting go in the right way?
Then Phra Ajahn kindly explained to the novices how to check if they really understood the meaning of let go.
So we can know even the good things and then to let go. The things that are not so good, you have to know that and then let go as well. I'm sure in 3 weeks of living together, you probably all heard or said something to each other that was kind of irritating or not so pleasing. I'm sure that that's it. It's just how human beings are, isn't it? So just knowing that and then letting go, not holding on to it, because sometimes we define people by the things that they say and we don't have a big picture. We just pick out certain things that we either like or we dislike, and then we hang on to that, and then we define people by that. And that's a problem, isn't it?
Then Pra Ajahn had the novices share their experiences with letting go.
Like when I went to go buy something for my mother and it was raining so hard and I didn't get an umbrella with me.
Yeah, what did you do?
When I came back home, my mom said, stay outside until you're dry.
Pra Ajahn Gewali had the novices prepare themselves for the upcoming Dhamma expedition at Wat Pa Nanak Chat.
I had going on Armstrong, in the beginning it doesn't rain very much, then, and you always think, I hope it stops, I hope I won't get wet. The Armstrong keeps going on and the rain gets more and more, and then you pick up the umbrella and then the wind comes and you get more and more wet, and then you still hold on to this idea, it should stop. But I really want to get back to the monastery without being completely wet. But the sky doesn't listen to you, it just kind of pours more and more. And then at one point, you just have to let go, you just have to say, okay, I'm wet now.
After the Dhamma discussions, the novices thanked Pra Ajahn and bid them farewell. In yesterday's Dhamma story session, Pra Ajahn continued with the narration of the life of the Buddha, from the dispensation of the Dhamma until his great passing. Teacher Kongkiat illustrated the story through sand painting for a clearer understanding. Following his enlightenment, the Buddha did not teach his Dhamma to anyone because what he knew could not be communicated in words. Then the king of the gods, Brahma, convinced the Buddha to show the Dhamma to the people of the world by explaining that the people who were still bound by desires would be able to understand the Dhamma of the Buddha. After considering this, he set out to preach his sermon. The Buddha spent 35 years preaching the Dhamma, until he reached parinibbana, or the final deathless state. After his great passing, Buddhism continued to spread far and wide until today. Before the Dhamma session ended, Pra Ajahn talked about the monastic principles, which include practicing tutanga, to be more patient and detached from desires, tidying up the dwelling, washing Pra Ajah's feet, and cleaning his alms bowl. The lessons the novices have learned have been physical and mental preparation before the upcoming expedition in the next 2 days. There are only 9 days left for the novices to practice monastic principles. The lessons for the week of Let Go will help them eliminate their ego before leaving the monkhood. At this time in Thailand, it is the rainy season. The rain is scattered over most areas, including the northeast. The novices have already performed their monastic tasks in the rain several times, including this morning. The rain showed no sign of stopping, but the little novices could still perform their tasks well, even though the path they were walking on was soaking wet. Self-control amidst turbulence is another challenge the novices must train themselves in under any conditions, in order to understand the impermanence of things, which is the cause of suffering. Although it was raining, there were still Buddhists waiting to offer alms. Offering alms to monks is a way to preserve Buddhism. Thai people believe that giving alms is a way to collect merit for themselves and other people. They can even send this merit to people who have passed away. It's held to be a good way to start the day with delight. The novices gathered at the food hall. While waiting for the food, Phra Ajahn had the novices review the chants to prepare for the upcoming Dhamma expedition to Wat Pa Naana Chat. Monks and novices have a crucial duty to spread Buddhism. Memorizing basic chants, either salutation to the Triple Gem or other blessing chants, is truly important, as it shows that they have learned Buddhism and the Dhamma. Many novices separated into groups to practice the chants with Phra Ajahn's assistance.
Iti Puranam Cavedanam Patiyankanina Vancavedanam Desami.
Many of them could recite the verse without looking at the chant book. However, chanting requires harmony between the monks and novices.
Okay, together.
Buddho Bhagavati Iti Piso Bhagava Araham Samma Sambuddho Vichacharana Sampanno Sukhato Lokhavitu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Satha Deva Manusana.
For some groups, Phra Ajahn applied different methods of practice.
คาโยเตโซเวตาปาตังปาติเสวานิ
The novices practiced a sitting meditation to prepare themselves for breakfast. Phra Ajahn offered advice to the novices regarding the sitting meditation and reminded some of them not to lose mindfulness.
Keep mindfulness with your breathing. When you're breathing in, you feel it. You feel it, the air coming in. When you're breathing out, you feel it, the air going out. Adi, don't move. Close your eyes, Adi. Adi, close your eyes and no move. Adi, you cannot mindful, Adi. You like to look around, so your thought, not, you cannot let go your thought.
Vincent, this week, let go week. You can let go.
Yes.
You can let go. Go.
I think.
Before the meal, Phra Ajahn cautioned many of the novices not to spend too much time scooping the food.
When you go to Wat Nacha, they have a lot of food, at the table. The table is very long. They have a lot of food. So you are not go to shopping. You not go to shopping, see what food is it, what food that, can I eat or not, can I finish or not? No. You just go to take what you can eat and what you can finish it. The monk will not waiting for you, like here. Like here we all waiting for you. You see?
On this morning, Phra Ajahn had the novices recite the chant before the meal without reading, as he had informed them yesterday.
Iti Puranan ca vetanang patihangka minavan ca vetanang na upatesami yatara ca me pavisati anavacata ca vasu viharo cati.
Throughout the past 3 weeks, the novices have trained themselves through lessons and activities to prepare for Dutanka over the next 3 days at Wat Pa Naana Chat, where the practice will be more intense and serious. After the meal, the novices clean the alms bowls. some of the novices volunteered to wash Phra Ajan's hands. While the novices were washing Phra Ajan's hands, they lost mindfulness and dropped the alms bowl, distorting it. So Phra Ajan used this opportunity to teach them the Dhamma.
He broke my bowl, see?
Can I see? You broke Prajan Panu's bowl.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So, okay, this week is a let go week. I have to let go. Equanimity, right?
Phra Ajan had the novices clean the food hall area. Some of the novices helped Phra Ajan sweep the nearby areas. Others helped clean the altar table. In this morning's picture storytelling session, Phra Ajan told the novices about the monastic tasks of Wat Ba Nana Chat and Wat Nong Ba Pong. Phra Ajan began by telling the novices of the monastic routines of Wat Ba Nana Chat.
This is Wat Ba Nana Chat 15 years ago. This is early morning. Have you heard? Anyone heard? 2:45 he have a bell ring. Tong, 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 tong. You wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face, and go to the sala. Tomorrow you stay one night, that means the 19 morning, 20 morning, 21 morning, or wake up 2:45, 3:30 chanting, and then 4 o'clock sitting meditation. 3:30 to 4, just half an hour chanting. After that, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Phra Ajan explained to the novices about Wat Ba Nana Chat's tradition of going for alms.
The early morning, the lay people will be waiting. Here must 3 kilometers. I think you no need to go. You go to the nearest one.
How many kilometers?
Like one step.
This one 3. When you go there 3, coming back 3, 6 kilometers. You see? So many people waiting. Every year, everyone, every day, you know. The early morning, they cook their food and waiting for the monk. So you have to practice good, practice well.
Phra Ajan mentioned the characteristics of foreign monks which the novices should follow.
This one is international. All the monks are like you. They like to ask, Ajahn, why cannot I do? Huh? Why cannot I do this? Why cannot I do that? They like to ask. So here we can argue. And then the teacher will tell you why you cannot do. The Buddha said, because why? They have the reason, they have the story. So every story, everything we learn here.
Phra Ajan also explained how the monks have meals at Wat Ba Nana Chat.
We getting the food is followed by the elders. It's not by the oldest. It's by the elders. Who ordained first, he get the food first. Okay, this is the buffet in the forest. Buffet. This is the buffet in the forest. So here not enough long to put the food, to put the dishes. So they have the big table, the long table at the kitchen. Let them to put the food. When the monk getting all the food and waiting, sitting meditation, waiting for the lay person now. So you see the Western? Yeah. The Western all behind. Why Western all behind?
Because they are doing the last.
Because it take 5%.
Then he showed the novices pictures of animals at Wat Ba Nana Chat.
When at the night time, when you sleep, you will heard oh, somebody coming. And then you take the torchlight. Nobody. Where have the sound?
And
And then when you sleep, he chicha again, you know. And then you would thought that this is ghost coming. But you don't know because underneath there is the lizard. Yeah, underneath.
After that, Pra Ajahn showed them pictures of life at Wat Nong Bapong. One of the pictures reflected what the novices would be able to do if they trained well enough.
Now we go to teach Dhamma. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Dhamma. We go to give a talk and then we let the novice sit at the front. We sit behind. So the monk and novice, they have their duty also. Their duty is practice well and help people and teach people.
Pra Ajahn reminded the novices of the monastic principles before allowing them to go to Wat Pa Nanak Chat. Akana Tukavata, or incoming bhikkhu's duty, is one of the 14 sets of Kantaka Vata, which indicates the monastic duties. Pra Ajahn explained the meaning of Akana Tukavata, which is the duty of visitors traveling to other temples. Some of the novices provided examples of good visitors for their friends.
Akantuka is when we go to a new place. Like, you need to ask for like the toilet, ask to see the head monk, pay respect to the head monk, and also because if you're going to another monastery, you need to wear one shoulder open. Ask for a place to like stay. And like there's more, but I don't really remember all of them.
Pra Ajahn then explained the meaning of Avasikavata, the resident bhikkhu's duties, to the novices.
So Avasikavata is the visitor monks towards the monastery, giving respect, asking for. So you meet firstly, you go and put your. While you're first time visiting a monastery, you go in, you ask for elder monk who's responsible for the monk who visit. So you go and meet him.
Pra Ajahn also explained the remaining set of vata, such as Kamika Vata, or the departing bhikkhu's duties. This is the duty for those who prepare for departure. They must tidy up their stuff and assign someone to take care of their dwelling. Moreover, Pra Ajahn explained Vachakuti, or the toilet duties, to the novices. Before the class ended, Pra Ajahn taught the novices how to do the 5-limbed prostration properly. In this morning's lesson, Pra Ajahn emphasized the monastic tasks of the novices so they could behave properly during the Dhamma expedition at Wat Pa Nanak Chat. In this afternoon's learning process, the novices learn through the art process for Dharma activity, inspired by Tamasak Lupua Pitagun, or O. Firstly, O asked the novices to define the meaning of let go, which is the topic of the 4th week of their ordination.
Letting go is when someone upsets you or do some things to you that upsets you, and you have a bad feeling, and you should not keep the bad feeling because it's kind of suffering, and letting go of bad feelings and forgiving them will be better, so you could be friends again, and so you don't have to fight.
Letting go is to know that everything comes and goes. Nothing is permanent. Knowing that nothing is permanent, we should not get stuck to an item or person, knowing that one day they will leave us, so that is why we should learn how to let go.
Yes, very good.
You can let go of attachments in your mind. You can let go of bad hobbies. And you can let go of bad things.
That's very good.
Then O asked the novices to think about a word to convey the meaning of let go, and then draft a painting of their own. O gave additional suggestions to the novices.
Anything. Read, go back. If you don't know, go back to what you've been written. And get one word from there. One word from what you've been written. If you have so many choices that you cannot make, you put it down. And which one of them tell you more about let go? You pick that one and let go the rest.
Once the novices finished drafting, O had them create their works by using mixed media from nature.
It can be different. You just use that as a main idea. It don't have to be the same, because the sketch and the real life is not the same. Things are not the same. Okay? You can put more details, you can put less details.
The novices gathered their ideas. This activity was an opportunity for the novices to exercise both the left side of their brain, which is responsible for their logical reasoning, and the right side, which is responsible for their creativity through various processes. They also learned hand-eye coordination. In addition, this activity helped improve their imagination, geometrical and dimensional thinking process, and also systemic work planning. The novices presented their works to their friends. Many of them used their own experiences to explain let go in their own ways.
This is DJ.
That's novice DJ there.
And this is me.
That's you.
Okay, so DJ hit me with a broom, hit on my head here.
Okay,
and he just let go about it by saying sorry.
Yes.
And I forgive him.
And you let go too by forgiving him.
Yeah.
Wow.
This monk, he was during cleaning.
Yes.
He was using a chicken thingy to, what do you call it? Duster.
Yes.
But that looks like a broom. A duster to clean the cupboard.
Yes.
And he opened the cupboard to clean the inside. and he accidentally hit the stick of the
broom.
The duster.
Oh, yeah, the duster.
Hit the glass that is very expensive and very delicate.
So it's very important piece that he broke.
And now the monk broke it, his servant, and the Buddha, the Buddha's upatak, he made it drop, and the Buddha was like, finally. He came in and he's like, pat on the back. He's like, finally, I don't have to take care of this delicate piece anymore. I can just be free. I don't have to come and clean it every day.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't let you.
Yeah, so that's a let go.
Some of the novices created work that presented their unique concept of let go.
What is this?
To let go of the past.
This is a
very big hot tunnel that goes all the way down to a volcano.
Okay, volcano. This is a volcano. Okay, if you can see that the inside, because from where I am, I can see that the inside here.
Can people come and have a closer look?
Is a you can come to have a closer look if you want to. Inside there's a leaf that says past. So this man let go of the past and threw it in there.
Then he got.
Then he moved on because he haven't had anything to eat for 26 days. So he make his lunch, onion soup.
Yes.
And then after the onion soup, he moved on.
So this is like a man with a key in his hand and
a key in his hand and the lock here.
And the lock is like, and this is like all the old habits, feelings, anger, and unuseful stuff.
If you want to go, you have to cut that loose and then go. How?
So we should like let go of our old habits, and even if we like it, but sometimes things that we like may even hold us down, so we must learn how to let it go.
This is like the bird of peace, and it stops. So it's like when you let go, you have peace with other people, so you don't fight with them, and so you don't hate other people. And these things at the front are like bullets.
Bullets?
Yeah, trying to stop the bird from making peace, but the bird is immortal, so it can't die. So it makes peace for other people, so that they can live happily.
What was your keyword?
Peace.
Peace. Right.
Other novices incorporated the Dhamma into their works.
This is the Buddha, and to show that he's like perfectly enlightened, his hands are open because it shows that he's letting go of everything that's bad.
Okay.
And like in this tree, when the leaves are usable, when they can do photosynthesis, the tree keeps the leaves, but when they die out, they let go of the leaves. And on the leaves there says things like burden and bad feelings, which I don't have space to write, so I wrote bad feeling, apostrophe.
Okay. So, and much more.
Yes.
Right. And your keyword was?
Detach.
Detach.
Like so the leaves detaching from the tree.
Before the activity ended, O explained what he had gained from joining this activity with the novices.
First of all, I have to say thank you very much for teaching me the word let go in your point of view. I know this word in just one direction, and then you just gave me more and more explanation about this word.
Pra Ajahn summarized and gave a moral to the novices.
What you have to let go in the early morning. Let go of laziness, but we put more on diligence. So we can also conclude about letting go is we let go of some bad emotion, bad behavior, and put more on, or keep going on good behavior.
The novice representative thanked O for sharing his knowledge with them.
I would like to thank you for coming here and teaching us about Dhamma through art, and how do we express it into art.
Thank you for today for teaching us. We learned a lot today. The fun part was making my orders and it was so fun. It made me want to do paint more and do some more. But at the first time, I don't want to use clay. But finally, I use clay and clay make it more beautiful than I thought.
Yes, it is.
So it changed, and now it's beautiful now, and I want to do more too.
Today was yet another day that the novices gained experience from daily routines and activities that allowed them to broaden their visions both directly and indirectly, which will be essential for living their lives after leaving the monkhood.